Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtutara Shatta Shri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtutara Shatta Shri Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Go Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananti Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Yamuna Maya Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlada Daine. Hiranyakashi Purvaksha. Shilatankana Kala. Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimho. Yato Yato Yamitato Nrsimha.
Yato Yato Yamitato Nrsimha.
Nrsimha Hridani Nrsimha. Nrsimha Hridani Sharanam Prapati. Avakara Kanalavare Nakam Abhuta Shunam Talita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhayam Keshavadrita Narirupa Jajayadisha Hare Jajayadisha Hare Jajayadisha Hare. Avakara Kanalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Talita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhayam Keshavadrita Narirupa Jajayadisha Hare Jajayadisha Hare Jajayadisha Hare. Singhadev Ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Okay. So where were we? Knowledge of the Absolute. What text were we on? Let's see here. We were in up into the 20s, so we started the fresh chapter. That would have taken us to 11, then 12 to 22, 23. That would have been 11. So, okay, text 24, that's where we're starting at. Sounds about right. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. Okay, Bhagavad Gita class, introduction prayer, page 1. Omagana Dharmadasya Gyana Jnana Shalakya Chakshumitam Yena Tasmei Shigurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Swapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapatatikam. I was born in the darkest ignorance. My spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. When will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who is established within this material world, the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus feet? Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam Shri Guram Vaishnavam Sacha Shri Rupam Sagara Jatam Sahagana Rajanuda Vitam Sasajivam Savetam Sadhutam Paryajana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishkaskanavitam Cha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and unto the feet of all Vaishnavas. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami along with his elder brother Sanatana Goswami, as well as Raghunath Das and Raghunath Bhatta, Gopala Bhatta, and Srila Jiva Goswami. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, along with Advaitacharya, Gadhar, Srivasa, and other associates. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna, along with their associates, Sri Lalita and Vishkaka, He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dino Bandhu Jagapate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute. Oh, my dear Krishna, you're the friend of the distress and the source of creation. You're the master of the gopis and lover of Radharani. Offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Tapa Kancha Karangi Radhe Vesvesvare Vispanu Sute Devi Pranamamame Hare Pare. I offer my respects to Radharani, whose bodily complexion is like molten gold, and who is the queen of Vrindavan. You are the daughter of King Vishbanu, and you are very dear to Lord Krishna. Pancha kalpata tarbariyascha kripa sindhubhaya evascha patitanam pavabhayo vaishnavavayo namo namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord, who can fill the desires of everyone, just like desire trees, and who are full of compassion for the fallen souls. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Veta Gadhar Shri Vasti Gaur Bhaktavinda. I offer my obeisances to Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Veta Gadhar Shri Vasa and all others in the line of devotion. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are in chapter 7, Knowledge of the Absolute, starting at text 24 today. Avyaktam vyaktim apanam manyante mam abudayaya param bhavam ajantanto mam avayayam anutatmam. Translation: unintelligent men who know me not think that I have assumed this form and personality. Due to the small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is changeless and supreme. Text 25. Naham praksham sarvasya yoga maya samarita mudoyam nabhichananti lokamamajam avyayam. Translation: I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them I am covered by my eternal creative potency, Yoga Maya, and so the deluded world knows me not, who am unborn and infallible. Text 26. Vedaham samatitanani vartamanani Charjuna Bhavishyani Chaputani Mam tu Vedana Kaschana. Translation: O Arjuna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me, no one knows. Text 27. Icha Vaishya Samutenya Dainava Mohina Bharata Sarva Bhutani Samoham Sarye Yanti Paratapa. O sky and Avarta, Arjuna, O conqueror of the foe, all living entities are born into delusion, overcome by the dualities of desire and hate. Text 28. Yesham ta antagatam papam jnanam punya karmanyam te daryantva puhanukmukta bhajyante madridat ritaha. Translation: persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. Text 29. Dharamana mokshaya mam ashitya yataniye te brahmatad vidu krish kirtishnam adiyatmam karma chakhilam. Translation: intelligent persons who are endeavoring for liberation from old age and death take refuge in me in devotional service. They're actually Brahman because they entirely know everything about transcendental fruitive activities. Text 30. Nam Sadhidayagyam Chatye Vidhu Prayayana Kalipi Chapmam Te Vidur Yukta Titasha. Translation: those who know me as the Supreme Lord, as the governing principle of the material manifestation, who know me as the one underlying all the demigods and as the one sustaining all sacrifices, can, with steadfast mind, understand and know me at the time of death. Chapter 8, Attaining the Supreme. Text 1. Arjuna vacha kim ta brahma kim ariyatmam kim kama purushottama adhi bhutam cha kim proktam adhi daivam kim uchyate. Arjuna inquired, O my Lord, O Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is the Self? What are the fruitive activities? What is this material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain this to me. Text 2. Adiyat katam kotra tihismin madhusudana prayana kalicha katam gyanyo shiniyat mabihi. Translation: how does the Lord of Sacrifice live in the body? In which part does he live, O Madhusudana? And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? Text 3. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Aksaram Brahma Paramam Swabhavo Dayatmam Uchyate Puta Bhavo Bhavo Karo Visarga Karma Samgindita. Translation: the Supreme Lord said, the indestructible, transcendental living entity is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called the Self. Action pertaining to the development of these material bodies is called karma, or fruitive activities. Text 4. Abhiputam Kishopava Bhava Purusha Chahidai Vatam Ahi Yagnoham Ivatra Diha Diha Pritam Vara. Translation: physical nature is known to be endlessly mutable. The universe is the cosmic form of the Supreme Lord, and I am the Lord represented as a supersoul, dwelling in the heart of the embodied being, the heart of every embodied being. Final text, text 5. Anta kali chamam eva smaran mukva kalvevaram ya prayati samabhavam yati nasti astra samsaya. Translation: whoever at the time of death quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. Returning to text 24, chapter 7. Translation purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Unintelligent men who know me not think that I have assumed this form and personality. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is changeless and supreme. Kornitai ki jai. Purport. Those who are worshippers of demigods have been described as less intelligent persons, and here the impersonalists are similarly described. Lord Krishna in his personal form is here speaking before Arjuna, and still, due to ignorance, impersonalists argue that the Supreme Lord ultimately has no form. Yamunacharya, a great devotee of the Lord in the disciplinic succession from Ramanacharya, has written two very appropriate verses in this connection. He says, "My dear Lord, devotees like Vyasadeva and Narada know you to be the personality of Godhead. By understanding different Vedic literatures, one can come to know your characteristics, your form, and your activities, and one can thus understand that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But those who are in the modes of passion and ignorance, the demons and non-devotees, cannot understand you. They are unable to understand you. However, expert such non-devotees may be in discussing Vedanta and the Upanishads and other Vedic literatures. It is not possible for them to understand the personality of Godhead. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that the personality of Godhead cannot be understood simply by the study of Vedanta literature. Only by the mercy of the Supreme Lord can the personality of the Supreme be known. Therefore, in this verse, it is clearly stated that not only the worshippers of the demigods are less intelligent, but those non-devotees who are engaged in Vedanta and speculation on Vedic literature without any tinge of true Krishna consciousness are also less intelligent. And for them, it is not possible to understand God's personal nature. Persons who are under the impression that the absolute truth is absolute truth is impersonal are described as asuras, which means one who does not know the ultimate feature of the absolute truth. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that supreme realization begins from the impersonal Brahman and then rises to localized super soul. But the ultimate word in this absolute truth is the personality of Godhead. Modern impersonalists are still less intelligent, for they do not even follow their great predecessor, Shankaracharya, who has specifically stated that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Impersonalists therefore not knowing the supreme truth, think Krishna to be the only son of Devaki and Vasudeva, or a prince, or a powerful living entity. This is also condemned in the Bhagavad Gita. Only the fools regard me as an ordinary person. The fact is that no one can understand Krishna without rendering devotional service and without developing Krishna consciousness. The Gita confirms this. One cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, or his form, quality, or name simply by mental speculation or by discussing Vedic literature. One must understand him by devotional service. When one is fully engaged in Krishna consciousness, beginning by chanting the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, then one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Non-devotee impersonalists think that Krishna has a body made of this material nature, and that all his activities, his form, and everything are Maya. These impersonalists are known as Mayavadi. They do not know the ultimate truth. The 20th verse clearly states, those who are blinded by lusty desire surrender unto the different demigods. It is accepted that besides its Supreme Personality Godhead, there are demigods who have their different planets. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 23. And the Lord also has a planet. It is also stated that the worshippers of the demigods go to the different planets of the demigods, and those who are devotees of the Krishna, Lord Krishna, go to Krishnaloka planet. Although this is clearly stated, the foolish and personalists still maintain that the Lord is formless, and that these forms are impositions. From the study of the Gita, does it appear that the demigods and their abodes are impersonal? Clearly, neither the demigods nor Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead, are impersonal. They are all persons. Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead, and he has his own planet, and the demigods have theirs. Therefore, the monistic contention that ultimate truth is formless and that form is imposed does not hold true. It is clearly stated that it is not imposed. From the Gita, we can clearly understand that the forms of the demigods and the form of the Supreme Lord are simultaneously existing, and that the Lord Krishna is Satchid Ananda, eternal blissful knowledge. The Vedas also confirm that the Supreme Absolute Truth is Anandamaya, or ultimate auspicious qualities. In the Gita, the Lord says Did I skip a line? Truth is truth is anandayama, or full of blissful pleasure, and that he is abhayasat, by nature, the reservoir of ultimate auspicious qualities. In the Gita, the Lord says that although he is Aja, unborn, he still appears. These are the facts that we should understand from the Gita. We cannot understand how the Supreme Personality Godhead can be impersonal. The imposition theory to the impersonalist monists is false as far as the statements of the Gita are concerned. It is clear herein that the Supreme Absolute Truth, or Krishna, has both form and personality. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Translation once again. Unintelligent men who know me not think that I have assumed this form and personality. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is changeless and supreme. God is a person. This is one thing that, especially when we come across our Christian friends, they sometimes they get in confusion with what we are doing. So we accept, Krishna as a Supreme Personality Godhead. He's a person. But yet, Christianity was born out of Judaism, and in Judaism, is the belief that he has no form, all the way up until Jesus Christ, where Christians say, well, this is the form of God. And so it's interesting that someone who's submissive to the Supreme God, they accept as a Supreme God. Christianity. But the Krishna is personal. He's a person. And it's only by pure devotional service and we can get to know him. To get to know this science. One cannot understand Krishna in pure mental speculation. You see all these other forms of the Gita out there. There's many other forms of the Bhagavad Gita with, their own concoction of what they believe it actually means. know Krishna, one has to take shelter of the holy names. Because the name, the form, Krishna are non-different. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. You take shelter of the holy name. You invite Krishna in. Get to spend time with Krishna. And it's this, how should I put it? Doing all these practices, coming in from Mangalarti, hearing the kirtan, seeing the deities, doing our prayers every day, eating prasadam. All these things help build our faith. If we don't do these things, to get solid faith in the holy names, we've got to have strong sadhana. To have solid faith in the holy names is, as I've been talked about in my lectures, that doing japa correctly. When we chant our japa in the morning, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We focus, we bring our full awareness to the sound, the vibration of the Maha Mantra. Whenever a thought arises, we recognize that the thought is there, but we bring ourselves back to the mantra immediately, over and over again. It's a training of the mind, training of bringing our awareness where it needs to be. Translation. I am never manifest to the foolish and the unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my internal creative potency, the Maya. And so the deluded world knows me not, who am unborn and infallible. It may be argued that since Krishna was present on this earth and was visible to everyone, then why isn't he manifest to everyone now? But actually, he was not manifest to everyone. When Krishna was present, there were only a few people who could understand him to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the assembly of Kurus, when Shishupala spoke against Krishna being elected president of the assembly, Bhishma supported him and proclaimed him to be the Supreme God. Similarly, the Pandavas and a few others knew that he was the Supreme, but not everyone. He was not revealed to the non-devotees and the common man. Therefore, in the Gita, Krishna says that for his pure devotees, all men considered him to be like the
themselves. He was manifest only to his devotees as a reservoir of all pleasure. But to others, to unintelligent non-devotees, he was covered by his internal potency. In the prayers of Kunti in the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.8.18, it is said that the Lord is covered by the curtain of Yogamaya. Thus, ordinary people cannot understand him. Kunti prays, "O my Lord, you are the maintainer of the entire universe, and devotional service to you is the highest religious principle. Therefore, I pray that you will also maintain me. Your transcendental form is covered by the Yogamaya. The Brahma-yogi is the covering of the internal potency. May you kindly remove this effulgence of heat, Mycene. Satchitananda Vigraha, your eternal form of blessed knowledge." This Yogamaya curtain is also mentioned in the 15th chapter of Gita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead in his transcendental form of blessed knowledge is covered by the internal potency of Brahma-yogi. And the less intelligent and personalist cannot see the Supreme on this account. Also in the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.7, there is the prayer by Brahma, "O Supreme Personality Godhead, O Super Soul, O Master of all mystery, who can calculate your potency and pastimes in this world? You are always expanding your eternal potency, and therefore no one can understand you. Learned scientists and learned scholars can examine the atomic constitution of the material world, or even planets, but still they are unable to calculate your energy and potency. Although you are present before them, the Supreme Personality of God, Lord Krishna, is not only unborn, but he is Avyayas.
Avyaya.
Was that?
Avyaya.
Avyaya?
Avyaya.
Avyaya.
Yeah, when you pronounce the line in Sanskrit, it's a yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Avyaya.
yeah.
Avyaya. Inexhaustible. His eternal form is bliss, knowledge, and his energies are all inexhaustible. Text 1:6. Translation. O Arjuna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, and all that is happening in the present, and all things are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me, no one knows. Report. Here the question of personality and personality is clearly stated. If Krishna, the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is considered by the impersonalists to be Maya, material, then he would, like the living entity, change his body and forget everything in his past life. Anyone with a material body cannot remember his past life, nor can he foretell his future life, nor can he predict the outcome of his present life. Therefore, he cannot know what is happening in the past, present, and future. Unless one is liberated from material contamination, he cannot know past, present, and future. Unlike the ordinary human being, Lord Krishna clearly says that he completely knows what happened in the past, what's happening in the present, and what will happen in the future. In the 4th chapter, we have seen that Lord Krishna remembers instructing Vivasvasvana, the sun god, millions of years ago. Krishna knows every living entity because he is situated in every living being's heart as a super soul, supreme soul. But despite his presence in every living entity as super soul and his presence beyond the material sky as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, the less intelligent cannot realize him as a Supreme Person. Certainly the transcendental body of Sri Krishna is not perishable. He is just like the sun, and the sun is just is like the sun, and Maya is like the cloud. In the material world, we can see that there is the sun, and that there are clouds and different stars and planets. The clouds may cover all these in the sky temporarily, but this covering is only apparent to our limited vision. The sun, moon, and stars are not actually covered. Similarly, Maya cannot cover the Supreme Lord. By his eternal potency, he is not manifest to the less intelligent class of men. As is stated in the 3rd verse of this chapter, out of millions and millions of men, some try to become perfect in this human form of life, and out of thousands of such perfected men, hardly one can understand what Lord Krishna is. Even if one is perfected by realization of personal Brahman or look like Paramatma, he cannot possibly understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, without being in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. He knows past, present, and future. Think about that. That's why many times I say that we are powerless. He already knows what we're going to do. He already knows the mistakes we're going to make. Yeah. You know, he just allows us to think that we're in control. He already knows it all. When I say we're powerless, that's why it takes the mercy of Krishna. For us to come through the doorways to worship Gauritai. It takes His mercy. We can't, the person that's you killed the audience. But it takes Krishna's mercy in everything that we do is sanctioning. There's not a single thing that we can do without Him having it sanctioned. As was stated, as we were reading yesterday, with the soul and the super soul. The super soul is, given everything that's sanctioned. If I want to walk downstairs to eat something, Krishna has to sanction that.
If I want to speak, Krishna has to sanction it. Nothing is done without Krishna's permission. And so when I say that we are powerless because we have been given these bodies because of our past actions. Because of our past actions, we are struggling with our current bad habits, our current struggles, our current addictions to Maya. And it takes begging Krishna for His mercy, begging the Guru for His mercy, to be able to overcome our addictions to Maya, to overcome our bad habits. Because our bodies have been conditioned, basically it's in our DNA to make mistakes. It's in our DNA to have these bad habits. It's in our DNA to be drug addicts, and it's in our DNA to be alcoholics. It's in our DNA to be addicted to television, to be addicted to the internet, to be addicted to pornography, It's embedded in us because of our past actions. So when we chant the holy name, Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Remember, we're also begging Krishna to, oh, please, Krishna, I want to desire you more than this material world. Please, Krishna, I want to desire you more than all these addictions that I have in life. When will I hunger and thirst for you, Krishna? You gotta have faith in the holy name. By developing faith in the holy name, it's making sure your sadhana is strong. Coming in, Mangalarti, singing your prayers, chanting your rounds, doing your service, day in, day out. All these things are building faith in the holy name. Text 27. O Swayam Bharata, Arjuna, O conqueror of the foe, all living entities are born into delusion, overcome by the dualities of desire and hate. Purport. The real constitutional position of the living entity is that of subordination to the Supreme Lord, who is pure of knowledge. When one is deluded into separation from this pure knowledge, he becomes controlled by an illusionary energy and cannot understand the Supreme Personality Godhead. The illusionary energy is manifested in the duality of desire and hate. Due to desire and hate, the ignorant person wants to become one with the Supreme Lord and envies Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Pure devotees who are not so deluded or contaminated by desire and hate can understand the Lord and Sri Krishna appears by his internal potencies. But those who are deluded by duality and inscience think that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is created by material energies. This is their misfortune. Such deluded persons symptomatically dwell in dualities of dishonor and honor, and misery and happiness, woman and man, good and bad, pleasure and pain, etc., thinking, this is my wife, this is my house, I am the master of this house, I am the husband of this wife. These are the dualities of delusion. Those who are so deluded by dualities are completely foolish and therefore cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Once again, this separation, trying to be our own gods, trying to enjoy separately from Krishna, this is what creates forgetfulness. This is what creates suffering. The more that we try to engage our material senses and try to enjoy them, the more that we fall away from Krishna, the more that we forget him, the more that we create our own suffering, the more that we end up creating our own hell. Text 28. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are free from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. Purport. Those eligible for elevation to the transcendental position are mentioned in this verse. For those who are sinful, atheistic, foolish, and deceitful, it is very difficult to transcend the duality of desire and hate. Only those who have passed their lives in practicing the regulative principles of religion, who have acted piously and have conquered sinful reactions can accept devotional service and gradually rise to the pure knowledge of the Supreme Personality Godhead. Then gradually they can meditate in trance on the Supreme Personality Godhead. That is the process of being situated on the spiritual platform. This elevation is possible in Krishna consciousness in the association of pure devotees, who can deliver one from delusion. It is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam that if one actually wants to be liberated, he must render service to the devotees. But one who associates with materialistic people is on the path leading to the darkest region of his existence. All the devotees of the Lord traverse this earth just to recover the conditioned souls from their delusion. The impersonalists do not know that forgetting their constitutional position of subordinate to the Supreme Lord is the greatest violation of God's law. Unless one is reinstated in his own constitutional position, it is not possible to understand the Supreme Personality or to be fully engaged in transcendental loving service with determination. Any questions or comments so far? We got a couple minutes left. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful activities are completely eradicated and who are freed from duality and delusion, engage himself in my service with determination. That's the thing. Just by sitting here, we were living piously in previous lives because we're sitting here in this temple right now. Krishna has brought us here. Isn't that something? Because we did something right in our previous lives. We have this privilege to be here, to serve Gaurnitai, to serve Gurudev, to serve Prabhupada, to hear the holy names each and every day. If there's no questions or comments, Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram.